sent a DM. Huh. I don't know. Good morning, everyone. That was yeah, that was crazy. I literally lost my entire stream setup. I try to be all adding something new to my channel, going live on Instagram, because I've been able to build in the last 30 days in December, when we did our 30-day challenge, we were able to grow our audience from under 300 followers to over 1,500 followers. So I wanted to like start tapping into my Instagram audience and doing a live stream. So I try to do dual output and being fancy and do dual output on my stream, and literally it wrecked every single scene. Every single scene I had, it was wrecked. So I had to fix it. So sorry the stream is delayed like 45 minutes. Usually we start at 9. But yeah. Happy New Year, Kyle. Yes, got the fresh shave. Look at the hair slicked back, dude. New year, new look. Honestly, the only reason my hair is like this is because I literally haven't been able to go get a haircut. I actually want to get my haircut and get it short again. But I just literally haven't been able to go. I've been traveling. I've been doing all that stuff. Battle Beast, Happy New Year. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Again, sorry for the stream delay. As you can see, there's a new camera angle. Like, we got semi-new stream setup. I try to clean up the stream setup, so like when you're looking, it's more clean, more nice to look at, and not so kind of ugly, you know. Let me move this over a little bit. Let's try that. And so yeah, I'm trying to change some things up, and I'm really excited to kick off 2025. I have a fun announcement to do today too, of a company I've partnered with, and we start literally today. I literally got the Twitter access today, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, it's gonna be, there's a lot of stuff we're gonna be doing in 2025, and it's just starting. So I'm stoked. I mean, I've been doing a whole bunch of work. I mean, you guys can't see it, but I did a whole bunch of work in my garage. There's like curtains and stuff, so we're gonna have more camera angles for things. I got more storage. I got like, yeah, I'm excited. And we're testing out the live stream today on Instagram, so we'll see how that goes. But if you're watching from Instagram and you want to have a better stream experience, you know, come join us on YouTube or X or Twitch or wherever you prefer. Or if you prefer Instagram, stay there. But I wanted to reach out to that audience. But Brooke says, Sui to the moon. Sui is ripping. Everything today is ripping. I'm really excited for January. I'm really excited for what we're going to see this month. I think we're going to have a very, very, very bullish year. And again, in my opinion, 2025 is going to be a complete bull run all the way up until November. That's my expectation. I think we are going to see price discovery for a lot of coins going into 2025. I think summertime to maybe early like April, May, we might see a large correction. And then after the large correction, continuing the bull run, and then November I think we'll see tops, and then it'll be over, and then we might get into a bear run towards the end of 2025. But setup tour video, I might have to do that. I might have to do a little setup tour video, because I put a lot of work into this thing, and like, you guys only see this, you guys don't see all the other stuff. But yeah, there's a lot. And with my new camera, I actually might be able to just grab it and like twist the camera. I actually probably could do that right now, but we'll do that another time. I literally just wrecked the stream setup today, so maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. So if I wreck the stream setup, it's just for tomorrow's stream, not today's too. So but yeah, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a safe New Year. I hope you guys were smart. I almost did zero trading. I did pretty much no trading in December, which I was pretty bummed about. But there were so many holidays and so many things like throughout the end of the year that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch the market, see what it's doing, wait for like confirmation of which direction the market is going, which we've gotten bullish confirmation on higher time frames. And then from there, make my decision. So really, I didn't make any trades. January, I'm planning on initiating trades, getting in positions, and yeah. Salahuddin, hi, hope you're having a great morning. Welcome into the stream. This is the first time we're doing an Instagram stream. Thank you so much for the compliment. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a great Monday, and I hope your day's kicking off to a great start. So welcome in. Until the 20th. Yeah, I tried to do some trading towards the end of December, like before the new year, but then I just was like, I don't know. It was so choppy and I just didn't like it. And I was waiting for, we'll get into it today, but I was waiting for specific things to happen on the market, which we got literally like today. We finally got the things I've been waiting for. So now I'm waiting for a little bit of pullback to go long. And that's what I'm looking for, is to get long positions in. But yeah. All right. Maybe I've done enough yapping. We're already late to the stream. Let's get into some, typical market analysis. And yeah, and let's get into it. We change the scene. All right, we are currently looking at Bitcoin, but I don't want to start there. You guys know, if you've been around my streams, you know how I like to start. I like to look at some metrics, and so I want to first look at how did Q4 of last year end. What could maybe we expect for Q1 of this year? Historically, after an election year, what can we maybe expect for Q1? And then also, what could we maybe expect for January 2025 in regards to return of this month? So, all right, Q4 ended with under 50% return in 2024. I'm honestly bummed about that. I was hoping for at least 80%. We did not get that at all. We were getting close when it was like end of November, beginning of December, and then we literally lost it all with a pretty dang red December. Now Q1 is kicking off already. We're kicking off Q1 with almost 9% return. Q1 is going very, very strong. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys so you guys can see. But Q1 is looking very strong here. Almost 9% so far. Now, 2021 would be the year we would look at in the past, which is post an election year. This is crazy. 2021, we saw in Q1 103% return for Bitcoin. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that would be absolutely amazing to see 3 digits this quarter. That would be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we'll look into the monthly returns to see if that's a realistic expectation. But even Ethereum in 2021 in Q1 saw 160.7% return. So Q1 post an election year is very bullish. Okay, very bullish historically, right? Let's look at 2017. Okay, 2016 for Ethereum was an election year. 2017 Q1, we saw 518% return for Ethereum. That's crazy. That's a huge run. Now Bitcoin 2017 in Q1 only saw 12%. So not a crazy return, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes this year. So the median return, the average for January, you can't see it. Let me scroll up. The average for January or Q1, the average for Q1 is 52.8%. I'm shooting for that. I'm shooting more average rather than the peak, the Pico Poot. Whoa, that was weird. The Pico Peak, whatever. I'm shooting for like 52%. Ethereum, hoping for like an 84% return in Q1. Okay. Now let's look at monthly returns. Okay. Let's look at how January ended. There we go. Or December ended. December ended with a negative 2.85%. So not 3%, but almost 3% negative return for December. Super bummed about that. I was hoping for a much more bullish December, but it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. We can make money on the ups or downs. So let's look at what potentially could we expect for January this month. So let's look at 2017. 2017 was negative, but it was basically a break-even month. Basically a break-even month for January in 2017. But 2021, January saw almost 15%, 14.5%, which is absolutely amazing. That's a great return. I'd be super happy to get 15% for January of this year, 2025. Let's see the average return. The average return for January is about 3.76%. So maybe to be conservative, we hope for like a 5% this month. We'll see. We'll see. But let's look at weekly returns too for January. So first week of the month typically is a pretty green month, or a pretty green week. So we can expect that this week of January, the first week, is actually going to be pretty green. Okay. Now, the second week of January is very red, typically very red. Even 2021, they saw a negative 6% correction. 15.79% in the first week, negative 6 second, negative 9 the third week, and then the fourth week is bullish. So it looks like the beginning and end is bullish. The middle's not so great for January. So we'll see how this all plays out. But that's for us to keep in perspective. So when we're looking at the charts, what can we expect in the first week? What can we expect in the second, third, and fourth? Okay. So my guess is this week's going to be very bullish. Next week, we're going to see a lot of correction. That's my expectation right now, just based on historical returns for January in the first 4 weeks of the year. Okay. Now let's go to ETF inflows. Let's see what the ETFs are doing and how they ended the year and how they're starting the year. Okay. So December 27th, 26th, it was pretty much a lot of selling off in December. They had in January. Okay. So to close out December, they pretty much were just selling off. Not much going on here. Not much going on at all. Just kind of selling off, a little bit of buying, but not much when it comes to the ETF inflows for Bitcoin. Now, to start the year, we have the second day of January after the holiday, a little bit of sell-off. Now, the third day of January, we almost have $1 billion inflow into the ETFs. Now we're on a fresh Monday, the first full week of the year, and we don't have that metric yet. We'll get it at the end of the day, but I'm expecting a lot of inflows. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and other things have a lot of money coming in and a lot of bullish momentum. My guess is ETF inflows are going to be pretty high today. So we'll see how that day ends. But January 3rd had almost $908 million flowed into Bitcoin over the course of that day. That's one day. Okay, one day. And this 908 is in millions, so 908 million for those who might not understand what we're looking at. Now let's look at some of the crypto charts, right? Let's look at the market cap. Let's look at fear and greed. Let's look at dominance. All this typical stuff we look at. Okay, market cap. Crypto market cap is sitting at $3.58 trillion. So it's still low compared to the high, right? Our high, I think, was 3.72 or 3.77, 79, almost 3.8 trillion. So we're a little low still. We're at 3.58. So we got about $300 billion to go to get to previous all-time high for the crypto market cap. And I think we're heading there rapidly. Fear and greed index is at a 60. So we're at low greed, almost neutral, but not much there. It is leaning altcoin season right now. And as you can see, altcoins are doing very well. I just looked this morning at Jupiter. Jupiter was up 22% in the last 7 days. Magic Eden token is up. Pengu's up. Grass is up. Grass is up over $3 back again. So a lot of my spot holdings on those altcoins are doing very well right now. I'm very happy with that. Let's go back. Let's go fear and greed. Fear and greed is looking pretty typical in barely in greed, but it had a deep dip into neutral, and now we're heading our way back up to, I think, extreme greed. I think we'll be in extreme greed very soon, especially with the bullish momentum coming in already in this month. Let's look at dominance real quick. Bitcoin is at 56% dominance. It's dominating the market right now. Ethereum's at almost 12%, 12.3%, and altcoins are at 31.4%. Pretty typical. Nothing really changes there. Now let's look at market caps real fast. Bitcoin is back over a $2 trillion market cap and back over $100,000 Bitcoin. I'm very excited for that. Ethereum sitting at $442 billion. Remember, last year we were seeing it at 480. So we still got some work to do with Ethereum. XRP is back to the number 3 spot at 138 billion. If I remember correctly, XRP's market cap hit over 140 billion. Yes, I am correct there. It was $140.8 billion market cap. So they got some work to do too to get back to their all-time highs. Solana back to the fifth place at $105 billion market cap. We did fall to under $90 billion. So I'm really happy to see Solana back to over 100 billion and back over $200 market cap or $200 price. So very happy there. Let's look at, I want to look at some of my watch lists real quick on some of the coins I'm really excited about, like Pudgy Pengu is back to 4 cents. Okay, very excited there. Pudgy Penguin, the Pengu token, back to 4 cents. They're at $2.786 billion market cap. I would love to see them back over $3 billion. I would love to see them back over $3 billion market cap. Bonk, one of my favorites too, at $2.64 billion market cap. Pengu flipped them. That was crazy. But Bonk is doing very good. I would love to see Bonk break 3 billion market cap. And then Jupiter, one I'm really stoked about, especially this month, is Jupuary. If you don't know what Jupuary is, follow us on our channels because we're going to be talking about that a lot. We're going to do a live stream specifically for Jupuary to go deep into what it is, how you can take advantage, what are the benefits, and how can you look forward to the 2026 Jupuary and plan out your entire year to farm the best airdrop you possibly can. Okay, so we're going to do that. But Jup is back over 90 cents at 95. If I remember correctly, it did break $1 this morning. Was it this morning? It did not. I could have sworn I saw it break $1. Maybe it didn't. I could have sworn I saw it break $1. I guess it didn't. But it's getting very. Oh, let me go back. But yeah, Jupe, very happy with at a $1.291 billion market cap. I would love to see Jupe this run break 2 billion. I would love to see it break 2 billion. And then Grass, Grass and Magic Eden we'll talk about, but Grass is sitting at 735 million. I would love to, I really believe Grass will break $1 billion market cap. And then lastly, Magic Eden token. Magic Eden token is looking pretty rough at $437 million. But I'm hoping with this altcoin season, with that, we see some. I would love to see Magic Eden back to like a $700 million market cap, or even tapping into $1 billion market cap. I would love to see that. But if you guys are wondering, you want me to break down my list of altcoins coming up today, I'm scripting a lot of the videos, and then we're going to kick off just like we did in December. We did the 30 days and 30 best tools to master crypto and for beginners. In January, we're kicking off 30 days and 30 best altcoins for 2025. Okay, so follow us on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and we will be breaking down our 30 best altcoins for 2025, and we'll be doing videos for that for 30 days straight. I'm hoping to have the first one live next Monday. This week, I'm scripting, and then I'm recording at least like 10, and then we should be scheduling them out and posting them by next week. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe earlier, but we'll see. But at least follow us on Instagram and TikTok so you know when we post those things and have our notifications on. So that's coming up too. I want to look at Solana and how did it perform in December? December, it lost 20%. But this month already is up 15.4%. In 2021, wow. Solana in 2021, in January or Q1, it saw almost a 1200% return. I don't know if we're going to get that this Q1 because that was in the very, very beginning of Solana. And 2021 was like a historical year for Solana. So I'm hoping we see certain returns like that this year for Solana, but I don't think we're seeing 1200% this month. I could see 3 digits this month, or this quarter. Sorry, I keep saying this month, but this quarter. Let's see what we can expect. Yeah, in 2021 in January, they saw 181.9% return. So I don't know if we'll get 3-figure returns for Solana this month, but we'll see. We're going to keep you up to date, and we're going to keep you on track of what is going down in the market. All right, let's break down some of the markets, right? Let's break it down for us. Okay, day time frame. I'm going to delete this real fast so it's just out of the way. All right, here is Bitcoin. We're currently looking at Bitcoin, okay? And let's look at market structure. We're going to start from the weekly time frame and then work our way up, okay? So weekly time frame, Bitcoin had a massive breakout, right? We made new all-time highs. We were in price discovery. We all know this, okay? Now, the past couple weeks, December, we saw a lot of bleeding, okay? For about 14 days straight, we saw bleeding. Then last week, we saw some pump. And now this week, we're seeing even more pump. So we saw some support right down in here. If we go to the day time frame, okay? Day time frame, if we go right in here, we have this nice support that we wicked off of. From this point here, which if you put it over here, had some resistance, pushed up, support, pushed up, tapped in, support, tapped in again, support. So we tapped into the support. Bitcoin, the thing I was been waiting for a while now is for the day time frame on Bitcoin to cross EMA. Okay, I've been waiting for the EMAs to cross in the day time frame. They did. They crossed pretty much today. And then we have on the 4-hour, we also have here on the daily time frame a break of structure. Okay, we have a break of structure right here. Huge indicator for bullish momentum. And now if you go to the 4-hour with that break of structure, you see there's a 4-hour bullish trend, right? You see the EMAs cross down here, higher lows made, pushing up, this daily break of structure. Now, what am I expecting? Okay, with this daily break of structure and this new formation forming, I'm expecting price to pull back, okay? And that's where I want to enter, okay? On the 4-hour time frame, we broke out. I'm expecting a 4-hour pullback, right? We need to make structure now. We have this major structure formation, but we need to make a higher low, okay? Before we make higher highs, right? That's typically how the market runs. That's normal movement. So we need now price to correct, make a higher low to continue on the structure. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for on Bitcoin right now. And I'm watching it from all the way down to like the 15-minute and the 5. Okay, because that will give me some indicator of when we should get some pullback. Because a 4-hour pullback to make a higher low would be a 15-minute bearish trend, right? Or a 5-minute bearish trend. So I'm waiting to see if I can find where we're going to get that 5-minute bearish trend, which if you look right here, we're starting to get that, right? This little pullback, higher lows getting created and falling down. Now, when it falls, I'm going to see where do we catch support and where do we begin making bullish structure on a lower time frame. That's when I'm looking to enter and hold for a long time on like the 4-hour time frame to catch that big bullish move. So I'm watching right now the pullback because it will pull back. And I'm watching to see when we will see then bullish correction and bullish structure forming. Will we see Bitcoin fall down to this support or maybe even this support before we see it give us some bullish structure on the 5-minute, right? Or will it fall even further, right? And maybe even fall to like, you know, these lows down here. Because remember, if you scroll out, this is the structure. So this is the daily structure break, right? This is a daily move down and a daily move up, right? But if you look at a 4-hour time frame, or if you're looking at a 5-minute, look at all this up and down, right? You have all this substructure in here, right? right? So on a day time frame, it looks like this yellow line. But when you break it down to a lower time frame, you're getting all this substructure that gives you more information and entry opportunity. So I'm looking for, with the 4 hour trend, a pullback, which will probably pull back to in this area where this support is at here, maybe even down to this support, or we could even go as low as maybe down to this support before we see price move up. So I'm watching that pullback on the lower time frames before I get an entry. And so I'm timing that. I'm not going to try to catch a short because personally, I'm just not ready for that. I'm not ready to trade against the trend. I want to trade with the trend. And so I'm personally watching for the pullback, right? For the 5-minute pullback. How deep does it go, right? Which is going to be a 5-minute bearish trend. Wait for a bullish structure to form and then ride that 5-minute. Well, really, I'll go up to a higher time frame and then ride that bullish trend on the 4 hour, right? Where then we'll see the 4 hour create a much more solid structure where like this, right? See these bullish moves up, a big correction, bullish move up, big correction, bullish move up, big correction, right? Bullish move up. Where's that big correction going to die so I can catch that bottom, right? So that's my goal here for Bitcoin. Let's look at Solana too. Let's look down. So right now for Bitcoin, I'm looking for that pullback. And when you look at the 4 hour time frame, where could we maybe guesstimate where the pullback could go? I could guesstimate that when looking at Bitcoin, this is a support area here that if you scroll it out, it has a tap point there, tap point here. And even if you scroll even further, has a tap point there, scroll even further, tap point there. Price is most likely going to fall back down to like 98, 97 for the 4 hour pullback to make a higher low and then push up, right? Now, where's another area of support? I don't think that I wouldn't consider this an area of support. It could be. I like this one better, but the other area of support could be all the way down here in these areas of support. I don't think we fall that low. That's getting more like to a double bottom, right? I think we more tap here like this, make a 4 hour lower high or higher low, then push up and continue on the 4 hour trend. But I think we're going to about to get a 4 hour pullback, probably down to the support, which in the 5-minute, right, would be this support area right here, right? This would be where it falls, where we're watching, right, in that box, not this box, this big box right here. And as you can see in the 5-minute, it had a lot of consolidation in here before it pushed out. Or even on the 15-minute, let's see what the 15-minute looks like with that big box. Right? A lot of playing around. Resistance over here, pushed down. Then broke out, found support, pushed up. Probably going to come back down and test it before we push back up again to continue on the 15-minute bullish trend line, right? Guys, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for watching the stream. If you can, like, share it, comment, do whatever. Show some love. I really appreciate every single one of you being here. And it's kicking off the first stream of the year. So thank you so much for joining us. All right, let's look at Solana now. Let's see what Solana could potentially give us. Or let's actually go market cap. So we'll go Ethereum next. Ethereum is my next one. And really, I'm kind of sticking to technical analysis to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. And those will be what I'm mainly going to be trading in 2025. So let's go to Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum, we're going to start off on the weekly time frame and then work our way down. Okay, so Ethereum, we have not broken these highs. Okay, we still have not broken these highs over here, which is not good for Ethereum. But I think when you look at the structure, right, on the weekly time frame, it pushed up, pushed up, pushed up, pushed up, had a correction, made a higher low, pushing up, and it's probably going to make higher highs then to come up and retest these highs to the left, right? That's what I'm expecting right now with Ethereum, okay? So just like Bitcoin, I'm waiting for a daily 4-hour pullback, okay? A daily and a 4-hour pullback to get that entry and catch it. So let's go to daily time frame, okay? Daily time frame, just like Bitcoin, EMA's crossed, just like we wanted it to, okay? And they crossed today. So daily time frame, they crossed today. Very excited for that. I'm gonna delete this resistance point for now because in the daytime it does not show resistance. Now on the day time frame, I do spot this fair value gap here where price potentially could correct back down and fall. But I see this also over here. Let me move this real fast. We have this daily high up here. I think Ethereum might come up to test this daily high before we really see maybe some correction, okay? Because up here is where resistance is at. We would need price to break through, right? We broke structure from over here. If you look here, I guess we'll just use this major break of structure. It's not on the 4-hour time frame, but we do have a break of structure right here, right? We have these lows that failed to make a lower low and then pushed up, made a higher high. Break of structure right there. We need a pullback now. Okay, after that break of structure, we need some kind of pullback. Now that pullback could come down to the fair value gap here, or that pullback could come down to the support again before it pushes up. Let's see on the 4-hour what we can spot on Ethereum. I'm gonna delete this guy. Okay, Ethereum. We have this break of structure here, which is also a break of structure for the 4-hour. Well, really, you could argue this is the best break of structure for the 4-hour. You have that 4-hour break of structure right there, right? Making these lows, pushed up, broke these highs here, made a higher high, lower high, higher high, lower highs, right? So we are currently sitting in this little swing structure in this 4-hour structure that's come up right here. So we also have, we'll add this one too. So we have these breaks of structure that are looking really solid. We also have this for our swing low, right? This low made a high. This low made a high. This low made a high. So really this one, no, that should be the swing low. So this low made a high, right? So now I'm looking to see where is price going to fall back to on this correction to make a higher low. Because if we look at other 4-hour bullish structure, right? When we have a breakout after bearish structure, right? We have a pullback, 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 consolidation, bullish structure, pullback, bullish structure, pullback, bullish structure, pullback, right? You can look over here. Bullish structure, major pullback, bullish structure, major pullback, which is in day time frame. This would be daily consolidation, right? This is daily consolidation. This is 4-hour trends. And so I'm looking right now for that 4-hour pullback to enter in. I probably should have entered in a little bit earlier, but I was waiting first for daily confirmations, okay? Before I did anything. I wanted to wait for daily confirmations like the EMA cross, bullish structure forming, like right here, this break of structure. I wanted that to happen first before I entered the position, just in case Ethereum decided to continue falling in this bearish structure, which clearly it's not. Nick Precise, I think this is potentially a breakout. I think we're potentially about to break out because on the day time frame, we have this break of structure that's creating bullish formation. We have 4-hour time frame, break of structure, 1, 2, and bullish formation. Okay, I'm getting the sense that we're getting a breakout here on Ethereum. Same with Bitcoin. I think it's all about a breakout, and it's just doing typical good formations. So let's look at the we're on the 4-hour now. Let's look at the 15-minute. So the 15-minute, I would want to see actually, sorry. 4 hour. Let's delete this real fast. You have this 4 hour support down here. I could see price potentially falling down to this support here. Maybe this is the... Let's delete this guy. As a correction, to make a higher low, we fall down, tap in, push up, right? That would create a higher low. This is bullish structure, creating higher high, higher low, higher high. We'll see if that plays out that way. And then we also have this fair value gap. So we have this 4 hour fair value gap and this support. They're like right on top of each other. So let's go down to a lower time frame and see maybe if we can shrink down these fair value gaps here. So we have this fair value gap there. And we have this fair value gap here. Okay. Now this bottom one could be a breakaway gap. Okay. And this could be the fair value gap. So I'm interested to see how does price fall back down and how low will this correction be on this pullback for Ethereum. Now we do have some of these swing lows here on the 1 hour, right? Pushed up, made a higher high, corrected, right? So here on the 15-minute, I'm seeing bearish structure forming. Why do I say bearish structure is forming? And which could indicate the pullback is beginning. Dad jokes. Hey, happy Monday. Hope you're having a great day. Good morning, Natalie. I just saw that. Sorry. It's like in the things. Yogis, good morning. Happy Monday. This is why I think this could be the indication of a start of a pullback. Okay, we have these lows here where price broke this minor structure right here, and Ethereum could be kicking off its pullback right now. Okay, we had this pullback, made the lower low from these lows over here, minor structure break. What I would do is then draw this. Okay, my guess is price is going to come back up to this resistance point to test in here, wick off, and then push down. Right now, I'm not looking to short. I've said this once before. I'm not looking to short. I just want to see and practice. So in the future, when I do want to short these little pullbacks, I can. But what I'm ultimately looking for is the pullback to happen, see how low we go, and then look for that bullish structure forming to then get in a long. Okay, so I'm getting with this picture of what the charts are doing right now, that the pullback is beginning on the 15-minute time frame. Now, more confirmation I would want to see on the 15-minute time frame is EMA crosses, higher low or lower high, lower high creating, and then a lower low from this low here. So I'd want to see this low get broken, and I do not want to see this high get broken. That would indicate for me the pullback has begun. Okay, and so I'm watching that for Ethereum to see if we do pull back. And then if we do begin to pull back, I would drop down to the 5, or really I'd probably stay under the 15-minute, but then in the 5-minute, I would look for bullish structure to form. Okay, so how low do we go? And when does bullish structure start? Here on the 5-minute, you got EMA cross, pushing back up to that resistance point. You could probably even tighten it up a little bit more on the 5-minute. I would tighten it up like this. Okay. And then you also have this lower time frame fair value gap on the 5-minute. So I'd be very interested to see with this pullback on the lower time frame, if we create this, a lower high to lower low, lower high, right? And creating this lower time frame structure, right? And then when do we see it start doing this, right? That's what I'm looking for. To make it, put it into perspective, I'm looking for this pullback, then bullish structure forming, and then that higher high and higher lows. Okay, so I'm watching to see what actually plays out here with the charts. But 5-minute time frame is where I would indicate when the pullback ends, and I would be looking for something like this. Let me give you an example. Here's a good example, right? Here's a good example on the 5-minute time frame. You have this bullish trend, we fall, we fall, we fall, we fall. Boom, we make our lowest low here, right? After all this move here, after all that move, we make this lower low. But then if you zoom in, right? If you zoom in, you see slight bullish structure right here, right? You see a break in this, and these highs right here. Break in this high, you break in this high, right? Okay, that's bullish structure forming. Okay, now it's indication after this high is broken, because this is a strong high for the bearish trend because it made a lower low. The fact that it broke that high, we're now in a bullish trend on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so I watch, now I watch, wait for the pullback. Boom, right here we have this low, high, pullback. This is where I'd want to enter. Now, how would I be able to find this entry? If I look to the left, we have this fair value gap. We have that fair value gap, right? And we also have this support area right here. And this support area right here, right? So you have this support over to the left, which is also resistance over to the left. So it's now support. You have support here. You also have this fair value gap. So boom, you have bounce off the fair value gap and bounce off the support. You can enter a position, go long, and now you go long, right? Now this is a little dangerous. Maybe the pullback would have been a little bit longer, but for me, I'm looking for, like, if I did a lower time frame entry, I'm looking for like a 3-to-1, 2-to-1. So if I entered here on the fair value gap, right, put it right outside this fair value gap, and I'm looking for a 3-to-1. Let's see if I got it. Boom, you would have got that. You would have gotten it actually very quickly. You would have gotten it very quickly, right? So 3-to-1. You could have actually even gone up in this little run here, all the way up on this one. You could have gone up to a, a 5.69 R. Which, what does that mean? If you put in $1,000, you're making 5,000, right? If you're risking 1,000, you're making $5,000 on that trade. So I'm starting to get into more of this type of scalping and scalping little moves and days. I have 2 different strategies I'm doing on my crypto. I'm doing more swing trading, and then I have another account where I'm doing more scalp trading and like day trading. And so my day trading would look like this, like these moves right here, looking for that pullback, push up, get that 3R or however high I can get, right? Being conservative, I probably would have just gone for the 3. I would have gone for the 5, but you could have, right? And then I'd watch for the pullback again. And as you can see, this pullback here sets up another opportunity. How could you catch this pullback, right? Again, this one also falls into the fair value gap again, right? It also hits this support again and bounces out, right? And then you have structure breaking here, structure formation breaking here, structure formation of these highs here, right? Boom, nice confirmation there. So you take this one position here, right? You take that position, correction. Now you have the opportunity to take a position like this, right? All right, that's enough of that. That would have been a really great trade too. That would have been a really great trade. But as you can see on the 5 minute, when you have these pullbacks, they're complete trends on the 5 minute. But if you go to the 4 hour, where my drawings are, right? Look at my drawings. Those are massive trends on the 5 minute, but look at that. On the 4 hour, they're just little pullbacks. And little pushes up, little pullbacks, little pushes up, right? So on higher time frames, it's not as crazy looking. On lower time frames, it looks pretty crazy. All right, let's do some price analysis on Solana. And then that'll be probably the last coin of the day that we'll go into in deep technical analysis. All right, weekly time frame. Let's see, what could we expect? What is it looking like? Okay, you got my Solana. Let's delete some of these things here. Okay, delete this. Okay, you got this massive weekly fair value gap, right? Boom, bounced off of that, pushing up, right? You have a nice, beautiful push here. Oh, what happened? Nice, beautiful push here. Breaking these highs to the left. Bullish structure on the weekly time frame. And what could we expect after a bullish break of structure like that? We can expect a pullback, which it did. Now we can expect the weekly time frame to break these highs, then have a pullback. Break these highs, then have a pullback, right? It has to have that structure. It doesn't just go up only always, right? It has to create the structure, right? It has to. So as we can see here, it looks like we're starting to move upwards and onwards on that bullish structure for Solana. Let's go down to the day time frame. Day time frame. Again, nice bullish structure, looking for pullback. We had these fair value gaps. You have this one here. But in reality, the better one is probably this one. And that's where it looks like it wicked out. Yeah. So tapped in this fair value gap here, respected it, made here a higher low, right? Made a higher low, made a higher high. Bullish structure confirmed on Solana. Now, another key peak to break, a strong high that I see. Really, this isn't that great of structure because I really want to see this high get broken, right? I really want to see that line get broken for Solana. Why do I want to see that line most importantly get broken, which is $234.69 Solana? Is this high is a strong high for bearish momentum, okay? Because why is it a strong high? We had this low here, right? And this high here, okay? And then price from this high pulled back, broke through this low, making a lower low, right? Making a lower low. Now, the thing that could be nerve-wracking is even though we see this nice bullish structure here on Solana, when it taps this line, this could be just a bearish pullback, right? Where it actually begins going lower and making lower lows. Now, I don't think that's what's going to happen, but that's why I want to wait and see what is going on when price hits 234.69 here and what is price going to do. Okay, so what is price going to do in this resistance point here on the daily time frame? Okay, what is price going to do here on that? And I'm very interested. We're getting very close to seeing what is actually going to go down. What is price going to do when it taps that? My guess is it's gonna reject off of it and make a higher low. So we're gonna see some daily formation, right? We're gonna see this, like that, something like that. That's my guess on what could happen, but I can't predict the future. We gotta let price do that for us. Okay, we gotta let price play it out. So let's see what the 4 hours is doing here on Solana. Solana, as you can see, that resistance point is pretty strong. We could change this resistance point here on the 4 hour to this area right here. Right there. Because that high made a low. Okay. That high made a low. So really, my next target high for the 4 hour would be this high. We're going to edit this text. 4 hour higher high. So we need to break that. Okay. We need to break that peak right there for Solana. And that would be really good confirmation and break of structure for Solana. Now, after we break this structure here, I'm expecting a deep pullback. Okay. A deep pullback, enter, then run. Okay. That's what my guess is. And as of right now, you can see we're tapping into that resistance point and we're seeing some bouncing off there. We're seeing some bouncing off from this pullback, push up, tap resistance. We're seeing some push off. Okay. So where could we maybe expect price to fall? Right. We have support here. I don't love this support because there's not many touches, right? There's not, when you go left, I don't love it. I don't like that support. So I'm going to delete that one. I don't like it. This support might be a little better, right? Like right in this area. If you go left, right, it has a little bit better touch, right? Like this, a wick off. Okay, that has 1, 2, and over here, you got a lot of touch points too. So this one makes me a little bit more confident that maybe price falls down to this support zone. Now, what do I also see that overlaps with the support zone? I see this right here, a fair value gap. I see this fair value gap. Okay, as you can see, it has tapped this fair value gap once. It's tapped the resistance. So I want to see what does it do at this fair value gap, but also we have these lower fair value gaps that price could fall to on the correction, right? On the higher low that is going to be created. So we have these different fair value gaps here. So we have 1, 2, 3 fair value gaps here on the 4 hour. What we could do is honestly delete that support zone and watch what happens at the fair value gaps, because this fair value gap taps into this support zone and this fair value gap also taps into this support zone. So I'm very interested to see what it's doing. I'm looking to buy back around there. Yeah, nice, Kyle. I'm looking to do the same. Thank you guys so much for sharing and following. I really appreciate it. Love having you all. Let me see what time it is. How much more time do we got? All right. We're going to end the stream soon in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So this will be the last coin we go over. But yeah, I'm looking at Solana to fall back into these zones. I think it's most likely going to tap into this fair value gap on the daily time frame pullback, right? So if we go to the day time frame, right? Oh, wait. Let me fix that real quick. Let me make this one. I want to make this one visible on the higher time frames. Okay. So if I go to the day, right? This is that 4 hour fair value gap, the one that we're looking at, which also is within this big daily time frame fair value gap. It's very likely that day time frame could pull back and then push up, right? Very likely. On the day time frame, that doesn't look like a really big dip. But on the 4 hour time frame, that does look pretty big, right? That looks pretty massive on the 4 hour. Or if you go down the 15-minute, right? 15-minute, that looks gigantic, right? That looks like, holy smokes, the bull run's over. But it's not. I'm looking at like low 200s. I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, this fair value gap, the top of the fair value gap is 205. And then the bottom is like 199.65. I don't think we hit 199. I think we hit like 202, 204, 205. We'll see though. But yeah, very interested to see how this all plays out. So on the 4 hour time frame on Solana, right? This fair value gap is the one we're most interested in. This is the one of the most interest right here. We want to see what price does here. But also we got to be aware and be prepared. If it doesn't tap in here, we need to catch when the bullish formation starts. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it all plays out. But this is just the first, like, really the first week of the year, right? I could see 196. Yeah, I agree, Kyle. I could see 196 too. It could. That'd be the bottom of that fair value gap. But it could do it. It definitely could. Because if you go to the day time frame, that's not even coming close to these lows over here, right? If you actually go to the day time frame and you got this like support zone here, 196 is the top of this support right here. Right? This whole support area. Which if you scroll left, does it tap this? Not really. I don't know if I love that. Oh wait, there we go. 1, 2. That's a good area right there. So this support zone right here, the top of it is 199. So we could definitely hit 196, right? We could definitely hit 196. If we go below 160, rip. Oh yeah. If we go below, really, if we go below 175, I'm actually like, okay, that's not good at all. If we go below 175, that's confirmation of further bearish momentum. So if we hit 175, I'm like, not happy with that. But he said 160, which is probably this low over here. Yeah, like 155. Where's 160? Yeah, if we broke 160, like down to this area, that's pretty bad. Because this is a strong low here on the day time frame. Let's mark it out. This is a daily strong low right there. Because this low pushed up and made this high. If we broke this low, that is not good. That is not good. Not good at all. Because right now, this is a weak low. Because it has not pushed up to make a higher high. We would need to break this high over here, these highs over here. And it has not done that. So this low right here is not a really strong low. Now, if this pushes up and breaks the high, then I'm like, okay, that's actually a very strong low. So what I really think we're going to get is a pullback higher low that then makes a higher high. And then that low will be the strong low that we can rely on, which would be the new like moment if we fall below that low. But yeah, we'll see. This could, like, if you're looking at the structure on the daily time frame, right? Bearish structure. This could just be a bearish pullback that could fall to that number. Okay, it's not unlikely, right? I'm not saying it's impossible. I just really would not like to see that for Solana. Need to break 229 and 247. Yes, I agree. 229 would be key, which is like this high here, I think, on the daily time frame, or like this one right here. Like about right where my numbers are. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out over the next week. All right, everyone, it is 10:41. I'm gonna just end the stream real fast with some chatting, and then we're gonna call it for streams, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. MVST, Elka, let me see. MVST, we'll do a quick little look at, what is that? What is MVST? We're gonna look it up on CoinMarketCap real quick. MVST, what is that? Metavest? Oh. What is this? Okay. This coin looks like it's a little risky. I don't know much about it, but I don't know anything about it. Let's see the day time frame. It looks like it's brand new, maybe, but it looks like it's dumping hard and going to zero. So, personally, I would stay away from it. It doesn't look like a great coin. It looks like it's diving to zero right now. New higher high above 229 would be a very good sign. Yes, I agree. A high above 229 would be a great sign. A really good sign. We'll put that. He's saying this line right here. Coordinates. So this is what 229 looks like. So really, it didn't move much. But that blue line right there, that green line, if we break above that green line, that's solid. That's solid. Now, it might take a higher low to be formed first before we break that. Okay? Which I would not be surprised if we do see that. We see some. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe before we start seeing higher highs getting formed, we see some consolidation, right? And then a push up. We'll see how it goes. But I would honestly prefer that this week we see a break. I would really prefer that this week we see a break of that high. That would be great confirmation that we're going to push up even higher. Great confirmation. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to my very first stream of the year. I'm very excited for 2025. Very stoked to see what we're all going to do. We got trips planned. We got content planned. We have like so many different things that we're trying to do and push the content even further and push Soul Maniac even further. We got new funds to try to grow that we're trying to get tackle and take advantage of, that will eventually, once I pass, I'll expose it to you guys and kind of let you guys in on it a little bit. We're not going to showcase much of it, but we're going to let it in because I really want to get profitable. That's my goal this year, is just consistently profitable. That's the goal. How can we stay consistently profitable and continue that momentum? And then also with what I learn and what I do in the content, what I do in the live streams, what I do in our videos, I can give back to you guys of what I'm learning. So not only can I be consistently profitable, hopefully you guys can learn from me too and also be consistently profitable. So if you've enjoyed the content, or you've been looking for someone who's a day trader, who's trying to master his craft, follow us. Stay in the know. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on X, TikTok. I mean, we're everywhere. The only place we're really not on is Kick and like Facebook. I don't really do anything on Facebook. Those are the only two that I don't really do anything on. I'm on Lemonade, which is like the alternate to TikTok, just in case if they ban it. But I don't really do much there yet, but I will transition to there if they do ban TikTok. But we'll see if they ban TikTok. I don't think they will. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this year. I'm really excited to see how we can help you guys grow and be profitable traders. And then also just what we do in content and everything, and how we grow as a trader. Because the ultimate goal this year really is to become a profitable trader. That's the ultimate goal. At the end of the year, one of my goals is 10K profit every month. At minimum, 10K profit, to be consistently every single month hitting that. And then being able to showcase to you guys that it's doable and also how I did it. So yeah, guys, happy Monday. I hope you're excited, as excited as I am for 2025, because I really think it's going to be an amazing year. I think the market's going to do amazing things. I really believe that it's going to be a bull run this year. All last year was a bull run. Now it was a bull run coming from a very deep bearish run, right? A bear run. But now not only are we in a bull run that we've broken some highs, but now we're in price discovery on some things like Bitcoin and Solana, right? We've hit price discovery. We need to break those highs again, but I think we will. And then also altcoins. Remember, we're going to do that altcoin series. Make sure you're following us so you can stay in the know of the 30 best altcoins that we are excited for. Now, disclaimer, the altcoins we do are not by like our favorites. They're just by market cap. So the 1 through 30 is just because it's from the highest market cap to lowest market cap. So some people might argue like, oh, one of them isn't an altcoin because it's like a higher market cap. I would argue anything that's not Bitcoin is semi an altcoin. Okay, if it's not Bitcoin, it's an altcoin, pretty much. or Ethereum. Basically, if it's not Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's going to be an altcoin. But I'm pretty sure I put Ethereum in the list because I do think Ethereum has a lot of potential and still hasn't even broken its highs from last year. So it's got a lot of growth to go on. Gen X, what is the best way to learn graphs and how to read them, etc.? I'm just beginning. What's the best way? Honestly, I think the best way is looking up on YouTube people that can teach you market structure, which this is something I've been wondering if we should start doing on our channel. Should we start kind of pivoting to less crypto education on like things on Solana and more of actual like turning into like a day trading channel where we actually educate on day trading, like market structure, liquidity, support and resistance, things like that, because really that's becoming my passion. I still love Solana, I still love crypto, and I still will be investing in it. I still will be growing my assets in that, but also I'm finding the huge benefit of day trading and how much it can change your life, and I see the opportunity there too. So I'm wondering if we should start doing some of that content so we can provide that. But yeah, I would recommend looking up things like market structure on YouTube. I would recommend looking up support and resistance. I'd recommend looking up how to read candlesticks. And maybe one day we'll do a live stream where we just go into that. Like we do a deep dive on a live stream of like how to like day trading for beginners. We might do that. We might have a live stream of that. ETH is an alt. I agree. Maybe do 1 day a week on education. Yeah, I think so too. I think I should do one. I want to structure my live streams a little better than just technical analysis every single day. I want to have it where it's like 1 day a week we teach you something. 1 day a week we go into the what can we expect for this week in regards to price action. What is happening? Like if there's a trending topic for the week, we dive into that on the live stream. We dive into an altcoin, like we specifically zone in on one altcoin for a live stream. I'm thinking about doing that more. Yeah, I agree, Kyle. I also have a graphic designer that's able to create thumbnails too for every day of the week that I want them to. So it makes it a lot easier to like have thumbnails that apply to the actual live stream rather than just that generic thumbnail that I use on all of them. So yeah, Monday I think is the best one for game plan. What's the week gonna look like? Fridays, recap the week. What did we actually close at? Tuesday could be an educational day, teaching you some kind of indicator, some kind of market structure, or some kind of like charting. Wednesday could be we dive into a specific altcoin that I pick for that week. And then Thursday could be maybe... Thursday could be my secret thing that I haven't showed yet. The funded account. That one. It could be, maybe that's Thursday. Yeah, will be good to personally reflect. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna write right when I end this live stream. I'm gonna be writing this all down. What time is it? All right, I'm gonna end the stream so I can actually write that all down so I remember it. Because I think that's good. Clip it, clipping it. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. That's all I had for you guys. Thank you so much. We had, I don't know how much we had across everything, but I think we hit over 50. Because it's hard to tell because I got TikTok shows. There's like 2, 4, 6, 8, but then we had a whole total of 236 views, and then Instagram had a bunch of people that joined and chatted. I don't even know. It looks like we had a lot of people this morning, so thank you everyone. It is what you think it is, Kyle. Thursdays would be just for that, I think. Give a little update on it. Yeah, I think that's what I would do for Thursdays. I wouldn't give like technical analysis on it, but I would just dive into like the progress, right? I would kind of showcase what I'm doing, and then my progress, and then how it's like all performing and everything. But I wouldn't do like technical analysis, or I wouldn't show my trades and stuff because I just don't want to. That's a little more like low time frames, like 5 minute, 1 minute, 15 minute. You know, I don't want to show those trades because I don't want people to try to follow me on those. But yeah, that's what it is. What you think it is, Kyle? It is what you think it is. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's end the stream here. And I had a great time with you all. We will see you tomorrow morning. I could stream live stream. I don't think I'm comfortable enough yet. I don't think I'm comfortable enough. Does 1 minute? Yeah. I think I want to first get comfortable in my strategy and profitable before I showcase it. But I will. I will eventually. Just I'm not ready yet. I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna be very patient with that one. Everyone who trades that does 1 minute. Yeah. I will show it eventually. But all right, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy Monday. And we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You waking up for market open? Yeah, I was up this morning at 4:30, and I'm up every day around that time. I'm up at the charts at 6 a.m. So that's what I do. I usually do some devotional time before I get into the charts, and then I get into the charts around 6 a.m. an hour before market open. Every day at 6? Okay. Yeah, dude. I'm down to hang out because I'm doing every day at 6 a.m. doing my charting. Oh, and I forgot to announce my partnership. We'll do that tomorrow. We just got it in. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll announce that tomorrow. I'll announce the partnership tomorrow. All right, everyone. I'll see you later. I got to go, and I got to make sure I remember that stuff. See you tomorrow.